Good afternoon, everyone. Overland Metalhead here, also known as Martin. I'm going to the city tonight to go watch one of my favorite progressive rock / progressive metal bands, Queensryche. Now, I've been a fan of Queensryche since 2008 when I first bought Operation Mindcrime, a special edition. And then, as the years went by, I would go back and buy previous Queensryche albums like Rage for Order. I bought like Operation Mindcrime 1 and 2, American Soldier, The Warning, the Queensryche EP, and also Empire, yes. So in 2009 I got really lucky when I paid around $90 to see Queensryche at the Metro Center, and before the show I got to meet Geoff Tate as he signed my copy of Empire. Like, he was the only one in the band who bothered signing like anything for me. So after Geoff Tate left Australia, he shaved his head bald and he started becoming a bit of a douchebag, in my opinion. He was still the same singer, but he was doing stupid things like after American Soldier, he and his bandmates went on this cabaret tour, which involved the bandmates' own wives, and even Geoff Tate's non-biological, maybe biological daughter, doing burlesque stuff. Now, a lot of people do like burlesque, and that's okay, but you can't really, say to your bandmates, hey, get your wives involved, like, I want to see your wife in burlesque outfit and stuff. So then, around 2011, Queensryche released a really shitty album, which I can't really remember because I didn't buy it. And like, according to some of my mates, it wasn't even a metal record. Like, if you look that album up on Wikipedia, all it basically just says it was like a rock album. So the following year, the three original folks of Queensryche, along with Parker, their brand new guitarist, they hired Todd, who was playing in Crimson Glory, and they started this band called Rising Wests, and both shows were sellouts. But then in the months later, Geoff Tate went all apeshit because his wife got fired, and then Scott and all the other guys were gonna fire him. So he caused fights with the Eddie and Scott and the other guy, and went all apeshit. And at this concert in Rio, he spat on Scott. And then Geoff Tate started becoming a bit of a douchebag. Well, I mean, he was still a douchebag, just kept on saying to the audience, oh, you suck. And he was still bald, he didn't grow back his hair, was still fat. And he became a bit ugly compared to what he was in the 80s and 90s. So then, Todd from Crimson Glory got pinched, and Queensryche has improved to this day. And since they hired Todd, it really sparked my re-interest in Queensryche again. Because, when I saw Queensryche in London last year, I was hearing old material of Queensryche, and that's what a lot of people want to hear. They want to hear stuff off Queensryche EP, The Warning, Rage for Order, maybe bits of Operation Mindcrime, maybe the Empire, but nobody really wants to hear 90s Queensryche shit or 2000s Queensryche shit. I mean, we want to hear 80s stuff from Queensryche, and we also want to hear the new Queensryche with Todd. So, since I saw Queensryche with Death Angel and Armored Saint last year in London, I was pleased to say that my gig review got reposted by the band on Facebook and Twitter, and I had around 800 people viewing my website for this gig review and looking into what I do with my travels and stuff. So I'm hoping for a different set list than London stuff. But for me as a person who's lived in Australia for all my life, it's taken 7 years for Queensryche to come back here. And I mean, they didn't come to Australia until 2006. So with my phone half of the battery life, I better stop recording, and I better start using my proper camera.